quickly. TeamSpeak goes in with a pulse bomb there, trying to find a connection. Now they're looking to try and get rid of the supercharger and punish Shredlock. Kinetic, or gravitic flux, should I say, from Kassan. Doesn't get much done. Raw's able to go to primal rage here, but he is burst down awfully fast. The May, even in this meta, and in every meta, till the end of time probably, still looks good. And the Vancouver Titans were able to break through with Shredlock's double. And the Justice now, do they go for a comp switch here? They're going to fancy this dive even longer.
Decides to use it.
Okay, but he spots Karkar in the back there. Doesn't look to try and follow it up. Shredlock just got burned down. Sooner gets hacked, but a little bit later, so maybe it was an attempt to interrupt the Deadeye there from Stratus, but regardless, the Vancouver Titans lose their fulcrum in the Orisa, and they fall apart. The cornerstone is gone, and so is their team fight.
But I will say the Titans.
Bit of an adjustment here from the Titans. D.Va and Orisa, interesting combo. It's going to be a EMP catching through, and a lot of ultimates being drawn out of the Vancouver Titans right now. Delta loses his Blizzard to Elivote's defense matrix though, and that's not where you want to be. The Titans try and burst forward with a bit of momentum backed by the Lucio. KSA is able to find two on the point. Shredlock gets the hold, connects onto Arc as well. The Justice now, their plan falls apart somewhat, and that aggression just starts to fizzle.
Yeah, so it's not looking good, man. As you got 97%, 98% on the point, but they do end up.
The Justice need to get back there quickly, and they have the nano boost here. The honor is, it's an interesting adjustment. It might be a preference for AimGod here, but let's see if that nano boost on the Winston makes enough of a difference. Dalton this time, no way that was going to be eaten up, but Tuba finds two with the pulse bomb. KSA is able to find two himself though now, so we're 4v4. Dalton's going to start backtracking, but he throws up a wall. Stratus still got onto the point in Arc. It's going to be pretty much a solo sound barrier. Fortunately, Stratus was in range after he translocated it into existence once more, so he benefited briefly from that healing, but oh no, the Titans now with the advantage start to exercise it more, and the back and forth arm wrestle against the Justice seems to be going the way for this Canadian squad. Elivote desuited, self-destruct is there. He won't have a chance to see the bomb go off though, and that'll be it. The Vancouver Titans in their first round of the Overwatch League take a win.
Towards the spot, but Justice going rather slowly and just trying to go towards the side. Nice hack there from Stratus on a roll though to get that big Moira pick.
Yeah, now in a later fight, the Justice should be advantaged, but they lose Tuba. So while they may have the healing, they lack the harassment for the backline, but it may not matter, and that's the result there of the Moira dropping so quick. Shredlock could not be kept topped up. It was just Karkar to try and keep him alive for the time being. Still, the Titans remain in control of the point here. Tuba's able to find KSA though after he is desuited, and now it'll be a bit of a stagger here for Vancouver. Stall the point out for as long as they can, but they do not have the numbers, they do not have the damage to do much about this.
No, but any type of percentage here for Vancouver, and on top of what they've already gotten, is excellent, right? As you're going after Shredlock could get to the point, get a touch, so they say that they only get about like 8% extra or so. From that little bit of a Spade tournament. I mean, these guys really inherit like a clean slate in terms of record, right? Where, you know, how they perform is really going to be, how they play is really going to be kind of determining of what happens. Really, none of the stuff the old roster did this season matters at all.
Absolutely, Matt. That's a very good point with this structure now. And both of these teams look very good at securing the first kill in these fights. Sometimes, though, they allow their short-handed opponents to get advantages back against them. Not this time for Washington, though. The first part of the dive looks good when they select the target and eliminate them. Later part, right underneath Stratus, he'd take it away. Now it's 90-90. The Titans want to wait for sooner. They do need that EMP, but with Dalton out of the picture already, what are you going to combo with it? 96 and counting. The Titans haven't got to the point yet. This EMP makes it that much harder. They have to lumber in the direction of the point. It's definitely not graceful, but they get there with only KSA, who'll be hacked, desuited, hung, drawn, quartered, sent to the fishes, sleeping with them, and given concrete booties. It'll be 190 there in that second round. The Justice get one back.
Riding it for what it is, right? It's be a sound barrier used here by Arc to keep everybody up after the EMP. That's big.
Yeah, Stratus didn't have his translocator at the time, and he would have fallen had that sound barrier not been timely, it was deployed in a timely fashion. Still, Shredlock wants to fight a little bit with only half a team left. Interesting decision. Primal Range sends Arc flying off the edge, but Elivote punishes. He sees that Winston knows he didn't have a jump available and gets the boot with a rocket boost to send him over. So that's an investment that the Titans, frankly, won't be able to recoup. These teams that Shredlock right now is really living up to the Sasquatch logo. Putting the team on his back. What can he do now with KSA out of mech? Well, apparently a fair bit. Payload goes over the edge. D.Va manages to stick a pulse bomb to Shredlock, and he can't get away. He's a little bit too low, and D.Va finishes off the kill. They're not able to prevent KSA from getting back in the mech, and they give the Titans a couple of extra percent there.
But you still get it to 91.
Yep.
Right? For Vancouver, you get it to 91.
With KSA, he has to commit that shiny new mech he works so hard to keep straight away, and he loses it. Shredlock tries to get it onto the fight with half health, and it's an EMP now to seal the deal, or does it? Soundberry here from Kaka is going to keep Dalton alive for the time being, and he has a pulse bomb. That's the recall. Stratus Joe tries to chase down, forcing both Sinner and Dalton away. Not a lot of DPS here really for the Titans on the point, and eventually they succumb. The Justice claim with tanks in different sectors. You'll notice that just through that left-hand side building, you can see Roar. I want to see where he goes with this. He'll be following up on the EMP that Stratus is about to lay down.
Yes, EMP connects with 3 players. The self-destruct connects with Suna. You also lose Shredlock, so the fight getting off to a very good start for the Justice.
Let's see if they can now transition this one a little bit more. Gravitic Flux drops Aim God down, and wait a minute, where did the momentum go? Sound Barrier now going to be committed to the fight here by the Justice. And the Titans, well, they're very split here. They might be able to buy a little bit of time as Shredlock returns on the Wrecking Ball. In those last few moments, they kind of got split.
And I also think you had a little bit of maybe a misclick there from Rolf as the Ana ends up nano boosting the Mercy there.
I think that is potentially a misclick, yes.
Yep.
Kaka switching over towards Lucio now. The point's still not taken quite yet. The Titans able to push back in. A lot of time bought there by Shredlock on the Wrecking Ball. But as the smoke clears, that'll all it will end up being. Just a little bit of extra time.
Good hold.
Yep, Paris went for the same approach here, buying a lot of time, albeit with a different composition, but Junker tell their objective. Either way, they managed to take the cart and force the Justice off of it now, trying to force the Justice to separate. This self-destruct will give him some time to break back in. With rules down now, things look a little bit dicey for the Titans, Matt. This is messy. This is extremely brawly Overwatch, what you should expect from DIE.
Yeah, but this is what you want, though, if you're the Titans. Just make the fight messy, extend it out as long as possible, burn clock, don't let the payload move, and give yourself another fighting chance to get it before it goes over the line.
Now the Titans should be happy. Roar is trying to emulate what Shredlock has done. Neither Winston found a lot, and Suna goes in now with a 3-player EMP. Stratus in trouble, getting chased down by Kaka just in time. They're able to translocate out. The Titans had numbers until Dalton went down, and there's the EMP. That one hurts a lot more late in the fight from Stratus.
Well, I mean, it also hurts that the Titans use EMP plus sound barrier and get no kills out of it. That's even worse for the
Titans aggressively extend themselves to try and protect it, and there's a sound barrier somehow. D.Va was able to benefit from it coming out of the recall just in time, and they get rid of Rolf. This is what the Justice are looking for now. They break the hold on the high ground, then they can start to spread, you know, the trace of the Sombra out there to get easy hacks.
So this will be the Justice who continue to move the card.
As soon as EMP could be a problem, they need to shut Stratus down though. Sombra now will decide how this fight will go.
Yeah, Suna's going to go in, use his EMP, does not connect with Stratus, so you're going to see a counter EMP that comes through.
Both Sombra's only getting about 2 players, but Stratus comes up with the goods. Both Shredlock and Kaka go down, and with Rourke once again on the wrong side of the kill feed. The Justice now have the momentum to push towards the end of the map. Another fight. It's going to be a sound barrier here for the Justice. D.Va has a pulse bomb, tries to stick that one, and Aim God is low. He's worked down. Shredlock's able to get some damage early onto him with the Coalescence, and of course the Winston comes in there. So nicely done by Rourke to set that up. Elivote, well, going to struggle. Self-destruct from KSA gets him desuited, and finally the Titans come back in. Last moment, they get the job done.
Yes, they do get a hold. The Justice almost complete the map onto him and just killed him relatively easily. That is one where Roar getting basically to no HP kind of sets up that kill.
And got careful. Yep, doesn't have the mobility to get away. He's still able to deploy a nano boost to Roar, whose quarry evades him. Well, for the time being, eventually Kaka walks straight back in to the Tesla cannon. But that kill being delayed as it was means that 2 players from the Justice were focused on getting rid of Lucio when they could have been focusing other targets. The Titans, just based on...
But you see how they're playing this, the Titans, so they just want to put like a KSA up on the point, as they're going to go with a EMP that connects with both supports there.
Again, they get rid of Kaka early, and this is something that the Justice have been doing better so far, Matt, is capitalizing on those EMPs. It was the impetus for the fight, but now they have to finish the job. Tuba's getting harassed by Dalton, and Tuba very low. Sooner, seen better days as well. With AimGod dropping, it just seems to be Raw on the card for the time being, and Tuba trying to flank. A pulse bomb here could be a big difference maker, but it comes too late to change things with Raw getting cut.
Ton of leeway to get the card all the way to the end.
Vancouver look resilient, especially in rough starts to their fight. So let's see if they can do it again. They're going to have to. Stratus has EMP here. Coalescence from AimGod, though, will give them enough gumption that they need to finish the job here. EMP will still be committed regardless. Now, I wonder if that is too much for the Justice, but the Titans have been able to turn those fights around late. Sound barrier gets used by both sides. So Washington are forced to part with many of those saved ultimates there to sort of maintain control.
That's a good fight for the Titans, though. Right? I mean, if you're the Titans, it's one of the tougher EMPs to hit, as self-destruct comes down as well. They're trying to get an EMP that connects with players on the high ground and the low ground, but Suna only connected with both supports.
Treadlock forces fade here. AimGod has to reposition himself now. That Coalescence mostly used defensively as far as we can tell. Again, Dalton is getting a lot of these solo kills. Stratus this time, the victim. The Justice have 5 players. You'll see that Arc is about to return to the fight, and Raw might have bought enough time, but again, Dalton's in the kill feed on that Tracer, chunking him on down. The Vancouver Titans are so close to getting to the last phase of this map, and Raw has returned. Arc and Raw, just the two of them right now, and Raw can only hold on for so long. Yeah, translocate out for Stratus. He doesn't even try. They're going to concede.
To get it moving in a very short distance. Now the Coalescence by AimGod. They want to get aggressive behind this. It's a nice hack on the KSA as well.
Titans are starting to run out of time. They really need to make investments to gain progress here, but another fight in which they spend ultimates goes against them, and this is where many teams, man, have run the risk of just running out of steam entirely. The Justice are playing far forward. They get to sort of start these fights off when they please. To decide the victor here, Shredlock still gets the primal rage though, so he's durable regardless. KSA trying to go for a self-destruct, but he doesn't get a chance to get back in mech. That's one down for the Titans. Self-destruct doesn't find much either. Here's a sound barrier for the Justice now, and D.Va has a pulse bomb if he needs it. The Justice looking very durable, and these ultimates are being timed exceedingly well. Kaka gets only 3 plays with that sound barrier, and there's not really enough healing left, and especially no durability. KSA might have a chance to get back to the fight in time, but he won't have many teammates to help him, and that will be it. The Justice get themselves another map in this series. And even
right, I mean, Stratus just at 60%, Suna already up at 95. The downside for the Titans would be if they use the EMP early and win a fight. That gives the Justice an opportunity to come in EMP for free with support ults.
All right, Washington move in. Start the capture here. Dalton's trying to get to the back line. What a stick! AimGod is down. But the Ana missing now. All that progress the Justice just made on point A.
Yeah, and Tuba ends up using a pulse bomb, just trying to maybe get a DMAC during this, as Treadlock is really low, so he gets hacked and then burnt down. This is now where the Justice, they can heal back up, they can come and use these ultimates.
Stratus careful, good defense matrix from Elivote, but won't protect them against the bionic grasp of Wolf. Still allows them to get rid of KSA, and Kaka goes down, so the Justice managed to pick Shredlock off there with a great little hack, and that enables them to capture point A.
And I think that's the real difference between these two teams right now.
Spawn and then find another target to dive on with all of your resources. Primal Rage here from Raw, and he gets something with it. Shredlock could not avoid the self-destruct. Again, the Justice see the Titans' aggression, Matt, and they're trying to use it against them.
I was going to say that I think the Titans, they look good when they play aggressive. They just need to maybe back out a little bit earlier, just kind of, because once they start to get going, they're actually, like, when they get aggressive, they take the fights to the Justice, they're winning them.
EMP, Suna gets it. Looks like Tuba managed to recall just in time, and a great stick from Dalton. That's 3 from him. Opens it up with the 2-for with the pulse bomb. And then he's just getting extra value all the way to the bank. And he's traced the performance over the course of this debut. As
the Justice to them. And the Justice just rotated around the outside, so the self-destruct wasn't even impactful. This will be an EMP from Stratus, connects with the Re, as they're able to push on through, pick up those kills, now double back to the payload.
Yeah, all he needs there is the pick on Rolf, Matt. Hits the EMP, no fade opportunity for Rolf, and all that healing that Raw and Elivote would have needed for a long fight was already off the table. Rolf might get caught here as well, tries to get out of...
This is where we see so many teams get stuck.
Raw, okay, looking for something with that Primal Rage, but yeah, he's worried about getting burst down or hacked and being made unable to get away.
Get the Sombra.
I mean, I love that from Raw. Raw's so careful. Sometimes maybe a little bit too passive, but there it was perfect. He allows Arc to go in there and secure the kill, and now this is all about the Justice.
They lose Suna right at the beginning. He ends up dying to Arc. So you never get any type of use of the EMP. You're so close.
AimGod may well get a coalescence in this fight. The Justice have a lot to work with, but an EMP could shut them down. Oh, getting rid of their healing at the start of the fight isn't also ideal. Dalton finds AimGod a solo mission deep into the belly of the beast, and the Titans come up with the goods. Karka's going to try and force Raw back, but he goes into Primal Rage to try and stall this out. No good. Just AimGod and Arc trying to come back from spawn, and there's not enough time. The Justice almost get the map done, but the Titans shut it down.
Yeah, it's a good hold.
Though comes up, and what looked like it would just be a stall turned out to be a team fight starter. Big EMP connection, and just as Elivote came screaming over the top from the cafe, but now they have to convert on the rest of the fight. Self-destruct from KSA is going to force Raw away anyway. He goes for his Primal Rage, and the Justice are looking to try and make this punishing, but leave the point mid-fight. Not ideal. Little bit of a Charlie Niner, and now we're hoping to try and bleed the clock just a bit more.
Yeah, and I don't think that Roar on the first fight thought that he knew he was going to get EMP.
Picked opportunity by Suna.
Yeah, and I think though the issue for the Titans is going to be is that the Justice are going to get at least 2 fights before the point capture, and they have their own EMP, and they're not going to need it in this fight. They sound barrier and push on through. So now when Vancouver comes back in this next fight, they don't have EMP, they don't have any of their support ultimates. You don't even really feel forced if you're the Justice to use EMP here.
That was Stratus.
You have another fight here for the Justice, which would be so huge for them. We'll see how Vancouver decides to play this, whether they want to invest the EMP early or not.
AimGod, oh dear,
oh, that was bad.
Fade. Looks like he got a block during fade, or he couldn't fade away far enough. Or
I think he baited into the pole.
Yeah, no good. He couldn't get back away, and he gets completely caught red-handed. The Vancouver Titans commit a couple of ultimates to that fight, but ultimately it was this easy pickup on AimGod that really paves their way. Suna gets hacked. Just him though, as Stratus wasn't EMPing. He heads to the high ground now. There's a self-destruct coming in over the top, and that's the EMP from Suna. He's able to get to safety, then bring it into the next fight. The clock is ticking, but the Titans are still breathing.
Yes, but this is what I was warning about when we started the attack for the Titans, is the Justice very good at stalling these out, extending time.
Dalton, Rolf is hit by that EMP. Can he get away? Raw doesn't want to let him. He's trying to get his claws in and hold on, but he can't catch him, and the sound barrier comes out now for the Titans. Tuba is down. Coalescence here for Rolf, trying to pressure through, gets Elivote out of the mech, and AimGod's in trouble. He fades away, back to safety, so does Rolf. Fighting Orb comes out, but Shredlock has found AimGod, and all that healing is gone for the Justice. This is not the way that Washington saw this map going, but it may be too late to do anything about it. The Titans stay alive in this series. And
EMP self-destruct there. I think they're just trying to get maybe what was a potential coalescence or EMP out, and then come back with both support ults against really a dry-looking Justice team in turn of ultimates.
Well, they're not dry anymore. They're getting hosed down by Rolf, but Dalton gets another double with the pulse bomb. Again, stepping up when needed. The Titans had used a lot of their ultimates, but they still had the key one, the coalescence that allowed them to take that space, but they slowed them down too much. Rolf's just going to use his legs this time.
Suna with another EMP here coming up very shortly. He actually gets hacked.
They're going to chase him. They got him. No EMP opportunity for Suna there. That would have been the start for the fight for the Titans, and now they probably just try and build opposite and not commit too heavily. We'll see what they go for here. Karka gets hacked, and now he's gone. So the Titans don't really have the option to get out of here if they wanted to. Now they commit, see what they can get, build some ultimates, and let it be.
And this is one of the harder points in the game to break, just in general.
And now AimGod has all the room in the world. Suna was too far ahead of the rest of the Titans for whatever reason, and that makes it far too easy for the Justice to withstand. Not good. Late coalescence rules might be able to give some opportunity here, but KSA's already desuited. Stratus is down. He was close to building an EMP, but here's the sound barrier now. So the Justice still get both of their support ultimates in this fight, and Raw with a late Primal Rage should seal the deal. The Titans have to double down with everything they have mapped, but as it stands, that is not very much.
No, but I mean, when you play around that EMP and you only connect with one player, you're going to get put in these really difficult situations. As they do trigger OT, Stratus with an EMP, that connects with two, both KSA and Dalton, who both have ultimates. Even without their movement abilities, not able to get to the point to extend it.
And then just get away. It also makes it a little bit hard to pick him off. I mean, he's not really at risk of long range or any snipers here. So the Titans move up. They want to get the most out of this zoning space control that they get from Double Shield. Elivo, well, it was a nano boost. It came and went awfully quickly. Shredlock down. No way.
Yeah,
oh,
that was
no
massive.
Way.
So that is the product of AimGod obviously using the nano boost on Elivo, but more importantly, it was a
safe. Stays the one unit. I mean, not when you get this level of biotic warfare. Get absolutely wrecked.
Yep. No, you saw a little bit at the top of the screen. Dalton, KSA, Karkar, all affected by that biotic. Nano boost, sound barrier, EMP. Look at the position Stratus is in. It's going to be a 3-player EMP.
Dreadlock hit with it as well. It's going to be a gravitic flux for KSA to try and get his team out of trouble. But you know what they say? What goes up must come down. And the Titans here really struggled to deal with that. The setup was perfect for the Justice. 2 support ultimates and a perfectly placed EMP. It doesn't matter what composition you're playing. Even the Wrecking Ball doesn't prolong what is the inevitable. And the Washington Justice...